Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. Hope this reading finds you well. Hope you're enjoying your journey to becoming more and more yourself. In the past, we've got the Ten of Swords. Very painful cycle that you're ending. There's a lot that I'm receiving that I'm trying to figure out what to connect with. Feels like this was a lot of betrayal, very painful. It also feels like an overkill, like it didn't have to be that painful. It looks like in the past you were in this never-ending nightmare, waking up from a nightmare and realizing you're in the nightmare. It's not painful enough that you're ready to leave because there's some type of comfort. This bed is creating comfort for this person. I don't know if you can really see in this image, there's a shadowy figure. So it feels like there are beliefs, words that are keeping you. It feels like there's this energy of someone stuck in a tower, like a fairy tale. But instead of an actual tower, someone has got you in your mind, has got you stuck, maybe thinking it's your fault. Whatever belief system, it's keeping you from your own best interest. It's keeping you stuck in a place that's a nightmare. And yeah, it feels like you're trying to make something work, trying to work things out. But instead, it feels like that's what the nightmare is. It's not to be worked out. You can't be fixed. The brokenness of this space and the system that you're in is meant to be broken. You're meant to be broken. You're meant to be controlled. Your actions, your behaviors. There's also a lack of independence here. So maybe you're dependent on someone or codependent. So I get this feeling very stuck in this environment, in this nightmare, where there's a lot of betrayal. It's very repressive. It looks like you started inviting the energy of the truth. I want clarity. I want to see things honestly as they are. And that led to your success. There was a need, and it looks like you stepped into it, being head over heart, making head over heart decisions. So it looks like in the past, you started acknowledging that this is not a happy home. This is not a happy environment. There's no joy here. There's no celebration. And it feels like there's someone who's very stunted in their emotional growth. They feel boy, I don't know how to say this even. It's so they are so emotionally stunted. They're like a child in an adult's body in regards to their emotions. They need to have things the way they have. This person also is very unapologetic. They can't be held accountable for anything. This is someone, an adult, operating off of toddler type of energy. So what I'm perceiving is, in the past, it's coming to light how unhappy this environment is. It's not for you. It's not encouraging of your growth, of who you are. You're meant to do the emotional labor. You're the scapegoat. You're the whipping boy. You're the scapegoat. You're the problem, is what they're perceiving. And it feels like you had to do, subjected to horrible treatment, cruelty, and then blamed for it. It's your fault for this treatment you're receiving because it's you. But what I'm really seeing is it's someone who's emotionally bankrupt, emotionally shallow. This is a very shallow person. They have not met themselves in any profound, deep way. They've met themselves in a very shallow way. So their relationship with others is very shallow. It's based on control and manipulation, projecting blame. You do my emotional labor. I'm feeling a certain way. I'm having big emotions and I don't know how to deal with my emotions, so they're your fault. You have to fix me. You have to make me happy. You have to be responsible for how uncomfortable I'm feeling. This is someone just really, it's just very immature. But they've leveraged themselves to be in a powerful position over you. So it feels like you can't mature in this connection. You can't grow in this environment, being blamed for how this person feels. Whatever feelings they arise are your fault. It's painful because it feels like there's an attachment to this person. There's a real desire to make this work. But I think until you allowed yourself to see that this is working for this immature person, you can't fix it because that broken system is exactly how it's supposed to be to benefit this very immature person. It's not meant to benefit you. It's meant to be a tower of your own choosing, as in like isolating yourself in this connection. Wow. Okay. Letting those past energies clear. Whew, that's tense. It's intense. It's painful. It's confusing. It's not for a lack of effort that things didn't change. And in this current energy, we've got the Ace of Cups, which is such an antidote to this toxic type of patterning. Because when you put yourself first, when you decenter someone else and center yourself in your experience, then you can start healing, validating your emotions, validating your perspective, validating your experience. This person invalidates everything that is not theirs. I do not perceive these emotions, So you are not allowed to have them. They are invalidated. You're overreacting. You're crazy. Look at your response. Oh my gosh. So there's just a lot of shifting, of manipulating the story. And so by centering yourself, your emotions in your experience is an antidote to this type of toxic behavior. Because if you validate your emotions, if you validate your perspective, if you validate your experiences, if you know what the truth is, if you love yourself, all aspects of yourself, then you're cool with the truth you know. You're not chasing others for approval. You're not chasing others for how they perceive you. What stands firm is how you perceive yourself. There's a lot of power in Ace of Cups as I'm perceiving it in this. Very loving energy. That is definitely the antidote to the energies in the past that I was speaking on. Okay, so you've got Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Justice in reverse, Tower. So there's overall in this current energy is the Ace of Cups, very loving. Loving yourself. But there's a lack of opportunity, a lack of a new... Someone's not getting a new opportunity. Someone's not getting the abundance. Someone's not getting... It feels expected. And this is an injustice, and it causes a tower. Someone's reality is collapsing. Someone's not getting the money. This feels, with the justice there and finances, it feels like it could be a court case for some of you. Some type of opportunity where there's been injustice. Someone's not getting the money. Someone's not getting the payoff. And they're seeing this as unjust, and it's causing a tower. It's in regards to a rich man and a meeting. It feels like in this meeting, they're discovering that the money isn't there. They're not getting the judgment. They're not getting the finances. A journey, success in love, expectation, and big hope, big water in reverse, hopes dash. So there were expectations around this money, but also success in love and a journey. Feels like this rich man is learning about, in a meeting, about money not coming in. It's causing a hopeless situation. It feels like this person expected the money to come in, expected things to go their way, and also success in love. They were just expecting that. This feels like this person from the past. This kind of toxic person, mean, emotionally bankrupt type of individual. So it feels like something's not going their way. Feels like they're expecting everything to go their way. And it's shocking to this person that their expectations are dashed, their hopes are dashed. Wow. Okay, what else do we need to know about this justice in reverse? Psychopath. Abusive, conniving, unpredictable. That's definitely who I've been tuning into, that type of energy. Someone who's just emotionally bankrupt. They don't know how to deal with their emotions and they project them onto others. This is a cruel person, very abusive. So what I'm gathering is in this current energy, there's some type of turnout. There's some meeting taking place and things aren't going the way this person expected. This person expected to be going along on their journey to find success and love. The expectations were high. It feels like this disrupts this person's, this person with 9 of Cups in reverse, this person's very much out of alignment. Oh, with the Knight of Wands and the 9 of Cups in reverse, it feels like this person, this psychopath, has been making moves when they're out of alignment. Making so many moves for so long out of alignment with who they are, with with their happiness, their soul fulfillment. They've been making these out of alignment moves for so long that it feels like it's coming to light. Something isn't going this person's way. In the living room reversed, it feels like what was behind closed doors, what was hidden in the house, is coming to light. People are seeing this person and it's causing a tower because this person can't be criticized. They can't be viewed negatively. They don't know how to handle it. They need people to see them as perfect. And so the reality coming in, things not going their way, people seeing what they've done. It feels like you just staying in this Ace of Cups energy, you loving yourself, you making decisions, making moves upon how you love yourself, how you care for yourself, is creating, it's like you left your energy ascended with just staying in this Ace of Cups energy, just loving yourself, taking care of yourself, recentering yourself in your experience, becoming the main character in your experience. As your energy rises, it's just whatever this person tried to create, like a trap for you, that tower, you're free from that, and they're left with people seeing the injustice, people seeing the depravity. It feels like a big ick in the collective as people are seeing this, seeing what was done. There's a like a gasp, like, oh my gosh, like how cruel this person was. It's kind of coming up into the collective consciousness. It just feels like the collective, like people around you that didn't know this was going on, people just seeing, starting to understand what you've been through by this person. It doesn't feel like you're doing anything. It feels like separately you are loving, you're healing yourself, you're taking care of yourself focusing on your heart space. And while you're focusing on you and taking care of yourself and loving yourself, this person is being unmasked. They're being seen. In what's hidden, we have judgment. This person does not want to be judged. It feels like you have woken up. You have a new awareness, a new consciousness. I'm also perceiving the people in the environment not only are judging what's happening, but people in the collective, in the environment, are seeing things more clearly, are seeing the reality of things, are awakening to what was once hidden. With all this being said, it feels like this past person, these past energies and the toxic environment that you were in, there is an attachment style, maybe here, addiction, obsession. So it feels like it's, even if you recognize this person for who they are and being cruel and psychopathy or narcissism, whatever you're recognizing, it feels like it's hard to walk away from this connection because there's addictions, obsessions, wounds, unhealed wounds. And so I'm getting a message of being gentle with yourself, that there's a detangling, a deconstructing of this type of relationship. It's a process. There's definitely a mother wound type of energy here. A lot of lies and deception. And feels like someone took advantage of your woundedness. They didn't want the best for you. They recognized some type of woundedness in you, a mother wound that they could take advantage of. It feels like people in the past were able to tell you what you want to hear, and you would believe what they said instead of how they behaved. So they could behave any way they wanted, and they could clear it up with lies, deception, shifting of blame. It's you. There's gaslighting here. So it looks like they took advantage of your woundedness, of your inability to speak up, your inability to address and have your own perspective, your own emotions. This person, it feels like part of their toxicity is they enjoy, on some level, wounding you. Feeling something here and projecting it onto you, and you being wounded, and you being in your emotions, in your woundedness. This is someone very toxic. It feels like you just invested all your time and energy into this connection. So it's going to take some time to deconstruct from this, to heal. Not only heal from the wounds of this, but go back to childhood wounds that made you susceptible to this type of behavior. There's a real opportunity to learn a new way of being. Stepping off from an advantage point. I'm perceiving you have an advantage here. All right. The advice and outcome, wow, High Priestess. This is unlimited potential, utilizing your intuition, your psychic abilities to guide you. You're very intuitive. Feels like this, when you were in this connection, in this relationship, it was hard to utilize your intuition because you had to disconnect from your emotions. Your emotions were deemed invalid, too much, too little, wrong perceptions to get you to accept their worldview and reject yours. And so it looks like on top of the Six of Cups or the Ace of Cups energy that's so healing, the High Priestess is also very healing. You're learning how to listen to your intuition. It feels like you're not going to be duped again because you can recognize, wow, yeah, you're really recognizing what is not partnership as a first step into healing, recognizing what is not loving. I do not recognize this as loving. I do not recognize blaming as loving. I do not recognize gaslighting as loving. I do not recognize deception and lies and manipulation as loving. So it feels like you're being very clear, analyzing what has happened, what's happening, so you don't repeat those patterns. I like that. That feels very smart. It looks like in relationships, there's this walking on eggshells type of energy. You might have had that experience in your childhood as well. You might also perceive that nervous system dysregulation as butterflies and attraction instead of love, true loving feelings and emotions. It feels like there's a lot to work through that you're going to bring balance to with temperance. There's a lot of patience that's being required of you as you bring everything back into balance. Amazing amounts of patience, time to deconstruct, to heal wounds, and then to create a life that you would prefer. It takes time and patience. You've got your intuition. You're very intuitive right now. And you've got that Ace of Cups energy, loving yourself. It feels like that's the medicine. And it feels like where you're headed to is bringing things back into balance. Alchemical shift. In this picture, he's got the one cup pouring into another. It feels like you're shifting the energies. You're shifting, you're taking what you did not care for and creating something that you would prefer. And with that, I'll end the reading here. I hope this reading was helpful. Take care. Bye.